Give me some respect right now.
Who's winning a fight, a dog or an eagle?
I like a dog. No, never mind. Eagle. Wait, what kind of dog? Oh, wait, I'm tripping. Hell yeah, a dog. I'm tripping.
A dog. D-A-W-G. Yeah, dog.
An eagle can pick a dog up in the sky, but then the dog gonna bite, and the eagle gotta land. Dog pound. Come on now.
I don't even think that's a question. Dog gonna catch the eagle any day of the week.
An eagle. That's America's animal.
Oh, a dog.
What he said?
I gotta look right here. Still on summer vacation.
Nathan's not ready to go.
Shake the hands, look them in the eye. Good, man. Be confident, man. You don't gotta be nervous. I'm just like you, man. Alright? Man, you don't gotta be nervous.
There's water in there. The amount of trickery that was going on out there today.
A little bit, but I think it's good to get exposure to it now than later. It just keeps us disciplined. But I mean, at the end of the day, we got to see it all this year. So at some point in this year, we're going to see trickery. We're going to see trick plays. Might as well prepare for it now.
I feel like you guys did today.
Details was, at times we could have been a lot better, but at the end of the day, it's more about being physical, putting our physicality on display, playing with great technique. I think all of us did that today. But this is what practice is. Practice, you're going to be off on the details sometimes, but we have an opportunity to clean it up before it really counts in the game.
Jalen Carter was saying how he always knew you could be a three-down player. He would always tell you that. It's just a matter of time. What was his messaging over the years to you about that, about being that kind of player?
Just doing the thing together, you know what I'm saying? I think our biggest thing is just playing together. We love, obviously, we came from the same school. We had that repertoire, but just being able to be on the field together. And I feel like it makes the offensive line job harder. And not only just me and Jalen, but from everybody in the D-line room. Everybody's coming along from Gabe to Ty to BY to the young guys, Justin, Joe. And we got a good stable now. And so, it's just more about being detailed, getting everything together, and being on the same page as the D-line. Because, we consider ourselves the heartbeat of the defense. So when we go, everybody goes. And, the linebackers make the call, but it's the front that really gets things done. So just being on the same page with everything.
Seeing Gabe last year, through the year on the practice squad, I think the mention in the past that that's what the practice squad is for. What have you seen from his development year one and year two?
It's more about the mindset that he had. I seen him progress through the year, and it was more so about just getting him to have that confidence that he could go out there and play with the guys and, just be physical as everybody else. And I think that he's understanding it now, and he's going out there, he's playing his best ball, and he's playing physical and understanding the defense. And, I couldn't be more proud of him, and he's just going through, progressing, and that's all we can ask for.
Booker traded. There's not an obvious guy to back you up at the nose. What do you make of the guys that are competing, for that spot?
I mean, we love Book, but, he's going out there, he's big, he's doing big things, and it sucks on all of us. And, from a schematic standpoint, it isn't really much because at the end of the day, everybody's ready to go. That's what we prepare for. But it's more so about just losing a brother because in the D-line room, and I hate to make this emotional because, everybody cares about the X's and O's, but when you lose a guy in the D-line room with a D-line room that's so connected like us, we're all young, we're all under 25. So when you have a guy that been with y'all for a couple of years, you lose that repertoire, you lose that camaraderie, it's hard on everybody. It's like losing a brother, but we know he's going to go out there and do big things, but still, it's just kind of like a missing piece that, just something right here. But at the end of the day, we just got to keep going. We got to keep balling. And I'm sure he's going to do the same things over there as well.
In terms of the X's and O's, so is Hall a guy that can be that nose or
We're all cross-trained. So anybody can play the nose, from Mo to me to JC to everybody. So we're all cross-trained at every position on the D-line. It's going to be primarily me because, I consider myself to be the anchor. But knock on wood, I guess it depends on the game.
Some of those guys come to you, though, when it comes to playing nose with Gabe, that technique, do they gravitate to you when they have to take those conscious snaps?
Yeah, I mean, because I've been doing this since college. So I've been playing nose since college. I've been playing nose since I've been here. So a lot of the things that we learn at nose, I understood coming from where I was previously. And so a lot of things translate, but at the end of the day, if they have a question on anything, we all collaborate together. It could be me, it could be JC, it could be Mo. It doesn't really matter. So everything that we do, we cross-train and everything. So I think that's a testament to our D-line coach and our scheme and Vic as well.
So much is made about competition, especially in training camp for positions and stuff like that. Is it easy to forget sometimes that the competition keeps going when the season starts, that it's not?
Yeah, definitely. And I think we don't look at it as competition. We kind of look at it as just getting better. And, obviously during the season, you got to play your best ball at all times. That's what we come out here for. That's what we're paid to do. So, we always going to put the best 11 on the field. And, whether that's you or not, you just have to keep going and work harder. And even if you do have that spot, you have to keep working as though you don't. And I think that's just more of a mindset thing. It's just coming out there, rent is due every day. You have to pay the dues every day when you're on the practice field. Even in the meeting rooms, you have to pay your dues and everything. You just have to be a pro. You have to do everything right. So
that hit home for you at all last year when you were not getting as many reps maybe as you did the year before?
I wouldn't say. My thing is just as long as we get a W on that ticker box, that's all that matters to me. And however the game falls, some games are going to be playing more, some games are going to be playing less. But I think now I'm at the point where I want to be on the field as much as I can. So if it causes me to learn more things, to learn more techniques, to learn anything, then even get skinnier, then I'm willing to do it. So obviously you see that I'm willing to do it. And I think it's going to be great going into the year and translating because at the end of the day, we can all play, we can all ball. So we just have to go out there and show it.
In the camps and in some of these long practices, how much have you noticed the benefit of the weight loss and all the conditioning?
Definitely noticed it. And I'm in a lot better spot than I was last year and stuff like that. Obviously, it's one thing to be in practice shape, it's one thing to be in the game shape, but I think that's why I love these joint practices because you get the feeling of being in the game shape. And then, fortunately for us, Cleveland likes to go fast in their huddle, so it even causes you to move even faster and process things a lot quicker. So these joint practices is really a good thing for us to kind of assess where we are, not even just schematically, but just even physically and just condition-wise and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we can't play the game because I guess they don't want us playing, but I can't really say for sure why. But at the end of the day, this is where we get it in. And, we're going against their best. There's their starting O-line, there's their starting quarterback, there's their starters, and everything that we see, we're going to see from them. And, fortunately, we can't have joint practices with every team, but it's a good standpoint right now.
JD, what does it mean to see Landon Dickerson out here today after surgery? You guys have battled, obviously, the past couple of years.
Definitely. I mean, he's a tough guy, man. And I know he's going to get through this injury. He's going to get through it stronger than he came into it. But it's hard to lose a guy like that. But I know he's with this offensive line, those guys band like brothers, too. It's same. I mean, I guess it's a trench thing, you know what I'm saying? Like the way they band together and hold together, and just to even see him probably gives them moral support and everything. And unfortunately for me, he's great competition. He's probably the best guy that I'll see all year. So definitely going to miss that aspect of going against him in practice. But at the end of the day, I care about his health way more than any X's and O's and practice stuff. So I hope that he recovers fast and gets back to it.
Morrow's gotten rave reviews from everybody this summer. Playing next to him often, what is he doing that is resonating with everybody?
Unfortunately, I can't translate his low center of gravity for myself, but he's very athletic. He's very quick, has a low center of gravity. He works his hands really well. And I think a combination of that, it just makes offensive line, especially when they're a lot taller than him, it makes their job a lot harder because they have to play with supreme technique because you can't really play a short guy. Even for me, when I play a short center, it's harder for me because I have to play with supreme technique, try to get under him so I don't get out-leveraged. But with him, man, I mean, everything is translating for him. And I think that he's really finding his comfort and the things that he does. And another year with Coach Hurts, I mean, it does wonders for all of us. Everything's translating. Everything's reciprocating from last year. So I think that he's going to be in an amazing spot when the season rolls around. He's working hard. And obviously, y'all see it. It's showing. And I definitely think that it's going to be a name to learn in y'all household this year.
Jordan, with Vic, he's been around for 40-plus years as a coordinator. What makes him such a good defensive coordinator?
Smart. He cares about how smart his defense is. And, obviously the physicality is going to show for itself. But even today, like, we had box drills afterwards. It's just little stuff like that that kind of keeps us, keeps us engaged, keeps us in shape because, it's never a day off with him. It's never a day off. Even when it's like we don't have practice or anything, it's something mental. It's always a mental thing. And he understands that. I mean, he's seen it all. He's seen it all from us to way back when he started. So he knows what he's doing. I'm confident in everything that he does. And even when we get plays wrong, even when we do stuff like that, if we all wrong, we all right. And so you just have to, take it in and soak it in because he's been doing it for a long time. He knows what it looks like. He knows what it takes. And so, obviously, we reached the highest high this year, and we just have to start back at square one and get back to it.
Thank you, Jordan.
All right, y'all. Appreciate it.
How's it going?
Doing good. Training camp in, what month is it? August.
Kind of a unique question. So when I was watching back at like the director cut from the Super Bowl, it showed a lot of clips of you throughout the whole postseason, actually, of you getting in Jalen's ear after he made a big play, hyping him up, telling him you're that guy. Just from your point of view, how has he evolved as a leader, and just how has your guys' relationship evolved? Have you guys become more than teammates, brothers, friends?
I mean, it's as cliche as that, left tackle and quarterback relationship is. I think it's more than the cliche. It's just what the relationship we've had off field ever since he's stepped into the building in 2020. Just a natural, easygoing, friendship, and it's that brotherhood has transferred onto the field real easy, real quick. The more reps that we've had, and I think just all the years that we've had together, just the ups and downs that we faced as a team and as a unit, it just brings you closer. And so, his development as a leader, he doesn't need me. In all honesty, he doesn't need me. I just gassing him up sometimes when I feel like he's cooking.
Jordan, how do you feel like, after watching the film of yesterday's practice, how do you feel like the offense?
Could be better. What do you think? What do you guys think? You guys always have something to say, right?
Today, you guys see the film, but yesterday after watching it, especially I guess specifically the O-line, obviously you had a lot of moving parts in there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that affected your performance?
We pride ourselves on the plug and play, and we just weren't good enough yesterday. Just from a conditioning standpoint, maybe from a execution standpoint as well. I did think that we did really, really good things in the run game. That is very evident. The film don't lie there. But in the pass game, I certainly could be a lot better, a bit more firmer up there on the blind side. And I think we were a bit leaky sometimes. But yeah, we could definitely be a lot better.
How much did you get out of working against Miles Garrett? How do you feel like that went today?
I mean, any time you get an opportunity to go up against the best, I mean, he truly is the best at that position. It's just that you got to take advantage of those opportunities, and they especially if it's a training rep, you know. So I think it's gotten me better. I have a lot of feeling to go off now and watch and see how I can again refine and sharpen and learn from yesterday and today, and you know, good for me.
What's the feel to land and we find out here today they have the surgery and
Laughing.
Sunday night?
Yeah, it was pretty scary. I was very happy to see him this morning when he walked into the locker room. I was kind of shocked that he was walking. So, you know, just very happy to see his bubbly face in the building and his energy. And glad everything's going okay.
You know, what helpness gets described often in football, but it seems you guys use it differently with Landon. What about him is, I guess, stands out in terms of his toughness?
In terms of his toughness, man, I think that guy's just made of rubber. Man, he's just made of rubber. It doesn't matter what injury he's going through during the game. He's just going to keep pushing through, and you know, it's inspiring. It's very inspiring because, you know, then I hurt a finger or I hurt a toe, and I'm just like, oh, you know, that hurt. And he's playing out there with one leg, one knee, and he's just like, all right, you got to toughen up. And man, it's just, I don't know what it is. Something different about him, the mentality, just to go out there and lay it all.
So, speaking of which, it looked like you were dealing with some things yesterday. You were down in the crowd. I mean, what was that?
I think we all, at this point in camp, we're all just carrying injuries. It's been a very physical camp. It was nice to see some fresh faces this week and, you know, some new looks. But, you know, I'm not the only one that's going through camp carrying, you know, still little nags and little injuries here and there. You know, that's when you got to sacrifice that free time to be doing rehab or treatment to be able to come back out in the paddock and keep pushing. Anything else?
Do you get the sense that Tyler Stevens getting more comfortable, and if so, how have you seen that?
I think Tyler's always been a confident guy, but you can definitely see his growth in that position at right guard. The more reps that you can get, I know from speaking experience from my right side stint in 2019, the more reps I got, the more comfortable I got. So now it's just all about getting the fundamentals of the playbook down pat so he can play free. I think he's getting a lot more comfortable, and he's done a fantastic job thus far. But like I said, we're always in the business of improvement, and so we're going to watch that film tonight with a keen eye and see how we can improve.
What's the process like with reviewing, like, not just Miles, but any pass rusher and applying that to the next, because each rusher is different?
There's no one like Miles, so you can't apply what Miles does to anyone else because he's just a freak. He's a freak.
Yeah, no, but like, what do you gain personally out of watching those reps?
I get a giggle. I get a giggle out of it. I'll be honest. I'm just sitting there like, what the? I did my fucking job. Oh, sorry. I did my job, and yet I still got beat. How is that even possible? How is he still at below my knees and he's bending the corner? He starts the rush, you know, in a 4-point stance, and by the time he's 4 yards upfield, he's still at that same height. And it's kind of like, oh, what am I supposed to do there? Just jump on him? Not even that's possible. He'll just carry me to the QB. You guys are freak. But like I said, man, when you go up against the best, so that's enough glazing for now. Sorry, guys. When you go up against the best, you're able to, you know, learn from the next rep, and it was kind of just like this: lose, win, lose, 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 win, lose, 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 win. That's just how it felt like, and you know, I just kept on saying, you know, keep it pushing to the next play and keep trying to just do your job, and then we'll fix it up later.
Back to the point that you've been working through something at training camp physically. There's other veterans that have, you know, taken some days off or snaps off. And you're not one of those. Is that because you're declining it, or is it because you're not getting them, or what? You know, is it a mentality thing? What is it?
I can't answer that one. Not because I don't know I just don't know the answer.
Speaking of 4-point stance, Ogbo, what's it like going up against him?
Oh, well?
I think he's performing.
Sorry, can you say the question again? Sorry.
Speaking of a 4-point stance,
yeah.
You'll rush a lot from that position. How's it been like going up against him? What does he bring to the pass rush?
Who are you talking about? I can't hear. Ogbo. Oh, Ogbo. Sorry. I thought that's what you said. Ogbo. I was like, who the hell is Ogbo? I don't even want to say it either. I think the knowledge that he has been probably the talks that we've had, just talking about what he's seen from when he was on other teams, about what we do, and how we can kind of protect ourselves from that. The knowledge has been the most impressive part about having him here. And then going out there, he's a guy who's not going to take a playoff ever. He doesn't take a playoff. So he's just, you know, the first effort, the second effort, and the third effort. So if you're not conditioned to go first effort, second effort, or third effort with Obo, it's a wrap.
What about Brett getting those first team reps? How do you think he's handled that? How do you think he's handling the opportunity next year? Brett Jones.
Brett's capitalizing. Man, I mean, Brett gets a lot of hate, and I'm just, I just think for a guy who just comes in and just whatever they say, you're playing center, you're playing right guard, he just says yes sir, and he does everything he can to put us in the best position as a center, and then as a guard, he's again helping Cam out, he's helping me out, and he does the best that he can to do the job that he's been asked to every day. And it's hard to go from center to guard to tackle to back to guard and center. That's a tough life, and so I'm extremely proud of Brett. I do think he's taken advantage of this opportunity. He's trying to put out good film out there. He's done a good job. We've done a good job together the last 2 days. Not a great job. Again, a lot to clean up on from a communication and technique standpoint. But I definitely think in the run game we were pretty sound on some of those inside zone concepts and some of the outside zone too. So he's a very smart player, and I'd be ashamed. It'd be a shame if people don't appreciate him. Got one more.
Going back to Miles, a lot of young guys like Jalen, they've had extensive time around him, just like
yeah.
Obviously, they're not going up against him like you are, but what do you hope that they get out of these last few practices, getting extensive time?
What do I hope that Jalen can get out of it? Probably the cues that he looks at tackles. Even just like in between plays, like he'll exchange like, "Why'd you do that?" And I'd be like, "Why'd you do that?" And we just go back and forth and give each other a little nod of like, "Okay, this is why. Okay, this is why I did that." And you talk after practice and you're just like, "Oh, okay, so we trade information about like what we're looking at, but just the P's and Q's of how tackles set, of like tendencies that they have, that they do, that can reveal something." And I think you can't mimic what Miles does. I mean, I sound like I'm just glazing this bloke. I mean, I'm just saying, this is just different. You can't imitate that. He's just one of one, that guy. And I think the most thing you can do is try to replicate it and then get your IQ up. So, thanks, guys.
You can leave now.
Do you want to land his beard?
No, wasn't invited to that party.
It ain't no doggone tomorrow, fellas. What are you gonna bring to the doggone turkey? Are you gonna bust somebody in their mouth? Are you gonna do your doggone job? Are you gonna play from your doggone chest? Are you gonna play from your heart and get everything you doggone got? Cause I'ma do that. They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing is beating your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today, I got to have it.